Hello, Facebook friends and family. How are you guys doing today? I hope that everyone is doing wonderful and swell per usual on this good Thursday morning. It is December the 18th, 2025, and it is currently 10:04 a.m. here in Detroit, Michigan. It feels really good. I got the front door opened up the curtains, let some air in, let the sun in. It's 52. It's going to be 52 degrees here in Detroit, Michigan in the middle of December. Woo! Is it Revelations or no, baby? Is it Revelations or no? I walked to the store yesterday evening at that, and it felt so good to get that fresh air. It wasn't too cold. It was like 40 something yesterday and 52 today. Yes, Lord, I know you can. I know you will. Yes, Lord. I was getting a few channel messages that I want to speak on. My feet sweating. That's crazy to me. But I need to get grounded. Like, I wish it wasn't as cold because I would go stand outside barefoot. I love to get grounded. Sit on the ground outside or something like that. But it ain't that warm. Anywho, I was getting the channeled message that there is someone faking a pregnancy. Faking a pregnancy. And they're calling it a cryptic pregnancy. And I'm going to speak on it for just a quick minute. Cryptic pregnancies are when women are pregnant, and 9 times out of 10 they don't know that they're pregnant. They'll take a pregnancy test and it'll come back negative. They'll go to the doctor and the doctor will be like, oh, well, you know, half the time they don't go to the doctor because once they take the pregnancy test, they don't think that they're pregnant. So they go on with their life. They still have a period every month, you know, or half of them, they have PCOS, so they don't really have periods, but every other month anyway. So skipping 1 or 2, they don't even know that they're pregnant because, damn, I usually go 2 months without having a period anyway. It's some people's case. You know, some people, for some reason, it just doesn't show up. Some people, their stomach never gets bigger. It stays the same size, or they only get a little pudge. The baby is sitting really, really low and in the back. And it's hard to detect unless you go and get an ultrasound or a blood test. And a lot of times it doesn't come back positive until after they're 5 months. And that is really a hidden pregnancy. And you have to dig deep into that. Like, how would God want me to be pregnant for 5 months, 9 months, and I never know it? A lot of people, they still smoke, they still drink, they still carry on with their normal lives because they never know that they're pregnant. But then when their term is up, their 9 months, they go into labor. They go to the hospital like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I'm about to die. And it's like, oh, no, you're not, ma'am. You're in labor. You're about to have a baby. And they're like, well, what? What the fuck? I didn't know I was pregnant. Which is why they have the TV show, I Didn't Know I Was Pregnant. Because it's very possible, but very rare. Is what I've learned from doing my research. Now, last year I had an incident where I wasn't saying I was having a cryptic pregnancy. I knew that I was pregnant. I had missed my period. I felt all the symptoms. I knew that I was pregnant. So then I went to the doctor so that I could confirm it and show it to the father. However, when I went to the doctor, they gave me all the test results except for my pregnancy results. Which then I went about a month or so without those results. I kept asking for them. And then I eventually ended up losing that baby with like a miscarriage or whatever you want to call it. I didn't have an abortion, but I had very terrible cramps. Then I started bleeding. And since it was so early, I didn't really have to do anything about it. It just passed on its own. And people thought that I was faking, but I wasn't faking. I went through the hurts of losing it as well, because a miscarriage does hurt. It causes discomfort because you are still losing something that did take a moment to grow and attach to you. So you do feel it no matter what. And then you probably mistake it for your period again. Like, oh, I'm cramping, I'm bleeding, I just passed it for about 3 days or so. You know, so there is a difference. And I wasn't faking a pregnancy last year. Neither was, oh, that was the end of last year into this year. Yes. So, because that was around September of last year, 2024. So, I wasn't faking it. It was very much so true. Very real. But everybody thought that I was faking. But I'm here, oh, how the tables turned. Because now, there is somebody who was calling me a liar and who was calling me a fake. And now they're pretending to have a cryptic pregnancy because they want to keep a man. But you see, that was the difference between me. I wasn't trying to keep Tobias. I wasn't trying to keep a man by keeping a baby or trapping him with the baby. If anything, I was good to Tobias. I was telling him information and stuff that I felt like he needed to know and everything. I would have never crossed him. So to fake a pregnancy and anybody to think that I would fake that, they're an idiot. But there's an idiot out here right now that's faking the cryptic pregnancy. And she's not going to be able to keep it up much longer because this person is going to want test results, blood results, ultrasound pictures, and she's not going to have it. So she's then going to fake a miscarriage when she's on her period. Is the message that I'm getting. This person also knows a tarot reader or is related to a tarot reader or friends with the tarot reader, co-workers or something. Cousins, I'm hearing. This person is cousins or this is this person's auntie or something. They're a tarot reader. And this tarot reader is trying to help this person save this man by lying with her. Like, oh yeah, she's having a cryptic pregnancy and she's pretending to channel it through a tarot reading and she's lying. This woman is not pregnant. She's not having a cryptic pregnancy. She's trying to keep a man. So she's lying about a baby. This tarot reader is pregnant though. And I'm hearing she's way too smart to be an idiot. I'm hearing she got degrees. I'm hearing she's a teacher or work with teachers, has degrees. She's smart. She's not an idiot. However, she made a mistake of trusting her niece or her relative or her friend or something, and she started doing tarot readings on this other woman who is really pregnant for real. And she can't stay out of her business. And she's spreading lies about this person so that she can help her friend keep a relationship. And I'm hearing tread lightly because, you know, if you really was a real practitioner or did spells to protect yourself, you would know better. If you was a real tarot reader that got real channel messages, you would know better than to be speaking on a divine feminine who's with child. And I'm hearing just because you're pregnant does not make you an empress. Granted, the empress is usually pregnant or presented as a pregnant woman in pictures in tarot and things like that. But that's because she can birth everything. Birth new ideas, birth babies, birth whatever she wants to manifest and birth it into reality. That's the empress. So we got two ladies out here. One is a pregnant tarot reader. One is a bitch that's pretending to have a cryptic pregnancy. She done paid her little tarot reader friend to start lying on another woman and saying that she's not pregnant. That's messy. But that's what's going on. And I was getting that channel message last night. Like, how dare you really be lying? Hello, Richard. How dare you really be lying about this pregnancy? Now, somebody really is pregnant. They got pregnant around Thanksgiving, a few days after or so. This baby, though, I'm hearing is prophecy. This baby was manifested, prayed for. This seed was purposely planted by both parents. The father knew what he was doing. The mother knew what she was doing. This baby is not known about yet. Meaning this baby, when the woman tests, she's not going to test positive till after Christmas or around New Year's, because you at least need to give it 5 or 6 weeks to come through on these regular little home pregnancy tests, unless this woman decides to go to the doctor. However, with all the stuff that's going on in the world right now, and being that she's an empress, she probably just want to buy her own vitamins and wait till she get a little bit further before she goes to the doctor or something like that is what I'm channeling from my ancestor. So yeah, it's something about that going on. But I'm here to be careful, especially to the tarot reader that's pregnant, because do you want to give birth to a stillborn? All because you was in another bitch business in her pregnancy? That's why we always have to tread lightly. And, you know, if you don't know what you're talking about, don't speak on it. This person is losing their house, their finances, their car. And I'm here you're going to lose that baby and your husband too if you don't chill out for getting your ass into business that you shouldn't have been getting into. And I don't got nothing against tarot readers. I know how to read tarot too. And I like tarot. Like, if y'all see me sharing the tarot videos and stuff like that, I like a lot of the ladies who do tarot. It's men who do tarot too. All different races, all different nationalities. I share different tarot readers all the time. But I have a select few that I love to watch. It's like they my cousins. And that's why I call them my digital cousins, my soul family, my soul tribe. Because the World Wide Web is just a big backfire by the government. They used it to try to confuse us. However, that's not how God works. God is not a God of confusion. So he turned it around and backfired it. And now we're able to channel each other. It's algorithm. It's your timeline. It's the universe. You always have to pay attention to what pops up on your timelines, on social media and everything. The government watches us in everything we do. If you pick up your phone, you either getting through it with what? Face ID, fingerprints, or something like that. The government knows who we are. They know every single thing we do, which is why we can think of something and it pops up on our algorithm, on our timeline and stuff like that. Or we can say it out loud and then boom. You could be like, oh, you know what, girl? I want them new Jordans that came out. Next thing you know, you get on Facebook and the picture of those new Jordans is right there. Or Google, TikTok, it don't matter. You get on there and that picture is there. You know why? Because we got so many devices in our house that record everything we do and say. Wi-Fi boxes, TVs, Fire sticks, all that type of shit. That's why it's mandatory for us to have Wi-Fi. They just want to see what the fuck we doing. So once we say something or think it and all that type of shit, it pops up on our timeline. So our timelines, your virtual life should reflect your real life. They should coincide and go hand in hand. The 3D as well as the 5D. Virtual reality is like 5D. Just an example. 3D is like if me and you was just in person. So your social media should actually match your real life. That's how you can tell a real from a fake. Because if you know somebody in real life, but you see that, like, why you act like that on social media? Or they act like they're in a perfect relationship. Them motherfuckers be like Ike and Tina. Money. He ain't rich. Or do you know how they got them? It's a persona. It's fake. Their social media life and their real life doesn't reflect each other. So you can always tell a fake or a phony. So, I love tarot readers. Some of them, I call them, like I said, they're my cousins. And it's like a game of chess. Backfiring. You get these fake-ass tarot readers out here giving you fake-ass messages. But my timeline is started to come into alignment now. That's why I can share the videos. Because my cousins, they come through with that real shit. Like, oh, she said, what about my cousin? Oh, no, she didn't. Let me tell you the real truth. Her brother did this, that, and the other. Her sister did this, that, and the other. The mailman been doing this. They've been doing this. The judge doing this. It's tarot. It's the spiritual and the reality. So I call them my spiritual cousins because they're going to come through with that piping hot tea and tell the truth. Just like I know the truth. That's why I share it. Whoever out here faking this pregnancy, God is going to handle you. And whoever out here pregnant but speaking down on another pregnant woman, tread lightly. It's the message that I'm getting from my ancestors. And I got that message last night when I was watching Colombiana, which last night was my first time watching Colombiana. Again, it popped up on my YouTube timeline. I don't really watch TV. So if I share something or if I speak of a movie, it popped up on my YouTube timeline. So last night was my first time watching Colombiana, which was a very good movie to me and kind of personal. It hit home a little bit. I feel where she was coming from. So I got that message when I was watching that last night. And somebody is related to a whole bunch of killers. Like, their family. Somebody come from a family that's full of military snipers and cartels. Again, the movie is very personal. So I definitely understood it. But for me to get that channel message while I was watching Colombiana, you see, God wanted me to know that. Because that doesn't even go hand in hand. Colombiana, she was killing everybody because they killed her people. I feel it. But that ain't got nothing to do with pregnant women. Yes, it do. God said because these pregnant women, the fake pregnant woman and the fake pregnant tarot reader is wishing death upon this pregnant empress. And you don't know you get your whole family killed like that. Like from messing with a child of God. And a golden child, that's prophecy, that's manifested to be born, and you speaking down on it, speaking ill will, and you pregnant. That's crazy. That's crazy. But anyway, I've been thinking about changing my eating habits because I can't eat shit. Everything kind of make me a little bit nauseous and sick. I tried to make me a sandwich the other day. The cheese was making me sick. I tried to eat some fried chicken the other day. That was making me sick. I ended up baking some chicken. I was able to eat that. But under the same breath, everything been making me sick. Which is why I just been kind of detoxing. And I'm not detoxing to lose weight. That would be dumb of me at the moment. But I was just detoxing to clean out my system because everything I've been eating been making me fucking nauseous. So, it's something about that too. And I was listening to one of my cousins. And she's like, it's story time with your girl Tarot. I don't know her name, but I like her channel, and she was talking about that yesterday too. She's vegan, by the way. She only eats raw fruits and vegetables, and she was saying that in one of her readings that I was listening to last night. When she was saying when she started her spiritual journey, her body started changing and rejecting meats and dairies and things like that. And I don't know if my body is rejecting it or if it, I don't know. I just ain't been wanting it lately. And for the last couple of days, I really haven't been eating like that because everything been making me sick. But I've been cooking for my boys or whatnot. And actually, I kind of made some spaghetti really the other day, and they really had no meat in it. That spaghetti was good as fuck. It was so good. So, I don't know if God want me to change my eating habits or what might be going on, but yeah. Or maybe somebody else needs to change their eating habits and need to start like detoxing a little bit. And I've been seeing a lot about parasite cleanses, so maybe myself, I said I wanted to do one anyway and do one for my kids and stuff too. But maybe somebody else needs to do a parasite cleanse, you know, detox your body out, cleanse out your organs, your lymph nodes and everything like that. Maybe somebody needs to do that. And that's what I've been doing over the last couple of days with the vinegar, the lemons, the turmeric and everything like that, just like cleaning out. So, shit, that's probably why I said my feet sweating right now. Like, you know, my hands, my palms were really sweaty too. And yesterday I was so fucking hot, I ended up having to go and take me a walk. It was so hot in this house to me. It's like my body was purging out anything that I didn't need. So that was good or whatever. Maybe somebody needs to do that. It's the end of the year, why not? You know, a lot of people do New Year's resolutions and they want to detox or lose weight, so just do a jump start. I was also channeling this morning about the Moors. The Moors, the original black gods and stuff, the people that they said, you know, existed before we were here and everything like that. I've been dreaming about that lately. And speaking of timelines, a lot of information about that has been popping up on my timeline about royalty, real kings and queens, and how our ancestors were already here from America, where we were built. We had castles, we had free electricity and things like that. And it was reminding me of the video I did recently where I was like, the New World Order is going back to the way we used to live. Back to life, back to reality. Well, they said the Moors were black people. They were very intelligent. And they built America up. We had free electricity, water, and everything like that. We lived in peace and harmony. We lived by love, peace, and harmony. That's where we're going to get back to. So you see, the World Wide Web is not new. And it's backfiring. They tried to take something that our people had already built. They destroyed it. Forced our people to come and be slaves in their land and teach them how to build what we already built. And once they captured these black Moors and stole them and made them come to their land and build up this dome, these buildings, these castles, they made them build up the Wi-Fi system or the electric system and show them how it worked. They stole all of their healing techniques, the way that they used to meditate. They stole all of that, and then they came and destroyed it and said that somebody found the land and that they built all this shit. So when I say I refuse to live on land that my people built, I refuse to pay for land or pay to live somewhere and I'm supposed to be living for free. My people had built places for me to live. There was healing automatically. We didn't have to go to doctors and shit. We lived free. We traveled free. Life was different. Now they want us to struggle, to vote for them, to work for them, to give them all of our money. That's slavery. And that's the real slave stories. They didn't bring us from Africa on no fucking ship. We was here already. They came on the ship and stole us and took them to their land. Took us to their land to build up their land. And then they came to destroy ours. I'm seeing like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory and stuff like that. You know how Charlie, he invented all of the candy and all that shit, and then somebody came and stole his recipes, shutting down the chocolate factory and all that shit. This is what's happening. History repeats itself. People love to come and steal your ideas and call it they own. Steal your life story, call it they own. Steal your inventions, call it they own. Steal your money, call it they own. And then make it look like you was shit. You didn't have nothing. You was a peasant. You was begging. And the whole time, you was looking out for them. Trying to teach them something. Because they were cavemen who was sitting around looking like white and dumb, like, duh. Until we came and showed them the ropes. And then they took them same ropes and hung us. That's the truth. So you think I'm about to be paying to live here? When you forced me to be here? In an environment like this, where I came from the future. The past is the future, bitch. That's why you talk about past lives, reincarnations, and all that type of shit. Do your research. Know something. Like the real stories behind Walt Disney and Cinderella's and shit. I said I'm the real life Cinderella. You better know your motherfucking facts around this bitch. So to pay to live in my shit is stupid. You see what they do to Cinderella? Her daddy died and left her a castle. They stole it from her and made her a peasant in that bitch. Oh no. What Glorilla and Sexy Red say? I ain't no fucking Cinderella, stupid bitch. I'm Cinderella, but I'm Cinderella in her divine dark feminine side. You ain't taking my shit. I ain't being a peasant in my own shit. And y'all need to wake the fuck up, because America is our shit. So why the fuck we struggling? Why the fuck is we paying to live here? Where's our domes? Where's our free electricity and clean water and shit? Y'all need to get hip. Grow some balls. Stand for something or fall for anything. We came from royalty. Why y'all think we act this way? We are a product of our environment for real. This was our shit. So we fighting for it. You all get the fuck on. You see, the tables always turn. And I love everybody. Black people, white people, I say it all the time. Puerto Ricans, Indians, Chaldeans, you name it, Mexicans, whatever. I'm not racist. I'm not prejudiced. But just think, what if black people start chaining up white motherfuckers? Making y'all come and work for us. Clean our houses. Take care of our kids. What if we came and started stealing everything from y'all? Burning up y'all houses, y'all businesses and shit. Setting shit the fuck on fire. I don't think y'all would like that. But the tables always turn. And that's one thing about godly people. You got to sometimes bring that devil up out you. They the same person. Sometimes you don't get results until you go into your shadow side. Speaking from experience. So stand for something or fall for anything. Black people remained in slavery for so long. The Moors and shit, we got our shit taken from us, stolen, because we was too godly, too kind-hearted, always loved life. And that's what they did. Took advantage of that. So guess what you got to do sometimes? Turn into your shadow side. Sometimes you got to bring that demon up out you. You fight for your shit. You fight for your people. So that we can have a change. We can make a difference. You see, that's where Harriet Tubman and everybody came into. Good morning, Grand Rising. That's what they did. Harriet Tubman. When I move, you move. Just like that. You get on the fucking bandwagon. We going to the North Pole. We blowing niggas' heads off. White people, I don't give a fuck. We shooting them. We killing them because we got places to fucking go. We have our people to set free. We're not slaves. We're not slaves. We're not slaves. I ain't no motherfucking slave. Bitch, I ain't going work for who? You kiss my motherfucking ass. You better run me my money, bitch. I was born rich. And the president know that. This shit is not a game. They ain't giving us food stamps and shit for free. Free medical. Bitch, fuck y'all. This our shit. You ain't doing shit for me, bitch. You better give it to me. They try to make it seem like they doing us a favor. You're not doing us a favor. You're giving us what's already ours. And at that, you're breadcrumbing us. Oh, hell no. While y'all sitting up in our shit. The White Houses and all that type of shit. Y'all shit. Y'all in my shit. That my people built. Drinking up our water. Living off our funds. Our gold. Killing our kids. Wanting our organs. Oh, fuck y'all. I'm hearing you better go back to court. Lord. Cat Williams getting up in me. Jesus. Oh, my last name Williams too. Cat, is we related? You be talking that shit. Anyway, I don't got no more channel messages. My channel messages were what I spoke on. Detoxing, cleaning out your system, standing up for yourself, standing up for the people who you love, bringing our cities, our environments back together, because that's the way that we were. Teamwork make the dream work. United we stand, divided we fall. However, before things get back to the way that they're supposed to be, you know how they say the calm before the storm, but then the storm comes and then you move to calmer waters. Well, now we're going through the storm. You see, all these karmic people, karmic relationships and things like that, people who marry but they're not supposed to be married and stuck in contracts and shit, they got to get divorced first. People got to see what's really going on with the kids, with this, with that, everything. You got to take a minute and sit back and process all this shit so that the world can get back to the way that it's supposed to be. People got to right their wrongs, take accountability, fix shit, but that don't mean that you get stuck into shit. Because toxic shit causes toxic environments. If you're with somebody and you're not happy, you need to leave. Do you notice that it's affecting the kids? You need to leave. It's affecting your money, your peace. You need to leave. I'm looking at this plane fly past. I can't even get it out. Plane fly past. And that's what I'm saying. The Bible speaks of prophecy, but they were able to talk about it because they lived through it. Like they talked about in the future, there's going to be stuff in the sky, planes and things. No. The Moors had planes. They had the Jetsons. They got around. They had the tree of life. They could channel each other because they built a world for that. So when I say I could channel people, that's exactly what I mean. It's deep into my blood. It's deep in yours too. Get activated. Use it. I'm not crazy. You sleep. Wake up. Stay woke. Niggas creeping. They stealing. They killing. You gotta stay woke. Because staying asleep is how you get got. But the Matrix, they want you to be asleep. So you can get got. That's all I was getting. I remember back in 2012, I had a dream, and I said I seen the sky crack open. I remember making this Facebook status and everything. We lived on Worcester, and I lived with my baby daddy and his mom, and we lived in Highland Park, and I woke up from a dream where they was cracking open the sky. God cracked open the sky, and it was a whole new world that was way better than this one. I'm here trapped in the closet. Trapped in the closet. Oh, you're from Jamaica? That's nice. No, black people don't. Like, if we were just to come together. That's what I hate about black people. And I love black people. I'm black. But every other nationality seem to be able to work together except us. But that's how they want to program our brains, to fight against each other instead of work together. It's all, even the pandemic. When the pandemic came, what they do? Put a mask on them. Make them stay 6 feet apart. But the whole time, take the mask off. Touch my hand. I can heal you. You can heal me. A frequency so fucking strong, we'd kill all this shit. But that's why they separated us. That's why they shut us up. Just like the Tower of Babel. What was they doing? Building, right? Trying to get to a heaven. They were building, trying to get to a better place. And then somebody came, they say God came and snatched all that shit down. Broke up their languages and everything like that. But see, what if everything was the opposite? What if something else came and broke everybody up? The Antichrist. Split up the languages. Divided everybody. Separated the families. So that we couldn't build together. So that we couldn't have heaven on earth. We 10 times stronger than the Antichrist. That's why God is forever going to win. You just got to know your worth. Know your power. Know your strength. And don't be scared to use it. You see, they wanted us to shut the fuck up. Because talking like this, you wake up your brother. You wake up your sister. And then y'all work together. And you defeat the Antichrist. We build up a nation that we once ran. Without a fucking president. That's what they don't want. So yes, if you all the way in Jamaica, you see how I said the World Wide Web is backfiring, is bringing people together. Now you my person, you my people, not my person, but you my people. You part of my soul family, my soul tribe. We think alike. You talking the same stuff to your people. in Jamaica. You know why? Because eventually we got to come together. Jamaica, the U.S., China, and everything. Do you know that it was black people in China? They will have dark skin. We all supposed to be working together. It's going to come a day and time when people like us, that's what this World Wide Web is doing, bringing the army together. The army of the Lord. We about to kill this shit. Mark my words. And we going to be living so good, it's written in the stars. But I'm about to get off of here, guys. I love y'all. Thanks for watching. Mr. Jackson, we gonna catch up on some information. I'm glad to know you're from Jamaica. I had somebody else inbox me yesterday, and they said, he like, I'm your biggest fan from Africa, and I really like that. So I got Africa in the house, Jamaica in the house. Hey, y'all. Hey. I love y'all. I love y'all. Shit, I always wanted to come to Jamaica. I want to go to Africa, too. I want to try some food and everything. So, you see how God just put me together? That's the way I like it. Yes. So, yes, I love y'all. I love y'all. And I wish y'all nothing but love, joy, and peace, happiness, abundance, good health, good wealth, prosperity. And I hope we all make it to our milk and honey. We got this.